Yeah, it's still a confusing situation in Utah tonight. Authorities at first said a suspect was in custody, but then the FBI has now clarified that the person they questioned was later released. And what we do know is the shooter is still at large. What we do also know is that the shooting happened in broad daylight on the campus of Utah Valley University during the very first stop of Charlie Kirk's American Comeback Tour. He was under a tent speaking with students when a single shot rang out. Video shows him reaching for his neck, blood pouring out, and students scrambling for safety. Police say the shot came from a rooftop some distance away. The governor of Utah has already called this a political assassination. And there are now growing questions about security at the campus. A former congressman who was there described a glaring lack of protection. He said the police presence was light. Kirk did have some private security, but located much closer to him. Investigators with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and the FBI have been going door to door in the neighborhood nearby, showing photos of a person of interest and urging anyone with information to come forward.
Tell us more about the cultural significance of Charlie Kirk in the United States.
Yeah, he was just 31 years old, but he was already one of the most prominent faces of the American far right. He founded an organization called Turning Point USA as a teenager, and over the past decade, he turned it into a powerhouse on college campuses. He has close ties to Donald Trump and his family, and in 2024, he was credited with helping galvanize the youth vote, particularly young men, for the MAGA movement. He relished confrontations with liberals on campuses, and that drew both admiration from conservatives and fierce backlash. But he was also an extremely controversial figure, holding sometimes very extreme views against LGBT rights, against abortion, calling vaccine mandates, quote, medical apartheid, saying it was a mistake to pass the Civil Rights Act in the 1960s, and being very critical of Martin Luther King, a historical figure in the United States, of course. So very controversial, but the reaction to his death has been swift and bipartisan. Trump called him legendary and ordered flags to half-staff until Sunday. And Democrats, including former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, who was herself a survivor of gun violence, also condemned the attack.